Well, welcome back, guys and gals. Here's a little update on the drone activity. So, for instance, as you can see, I have my 5 main drones are all shooting drones. So, in the background, I have the glider. The glider can't shoot. So, for you to put something on in, I think this is called the C slot, say the freezer, the defense mitigator, the suppressor, the acid sprayer, or the lockdowner, that's not gonna happen. None of those chips will work in that slot. Anti-acid, for instance, will. Your control resistor will. Of course, the battery. But only the types that don't require the drone to be shooting. Okay? Again, I'm gonna say it again. I like attack on my drones, so a chip like this, the modulative intensifier, that's gonna apply on any and all drones, whether it's an attacking drone or just a regular drone. As far as defense is concerned, you'll notice you have these two up here on the right. The square style chips are a lot of defense stuff. In my case, I would go with something like this: a Recurrent Emergency Defender, or Recurrent in trouble repairer, and it gives you defense points at certain point when your durability gets to a certain point. In this case, the emergency, when your defense gets down to 35%, you get 10 defense points for 10 seconds. Now, say you heal up and you're above 35%, the cooldown time is 15 seconds. So, once you come back down to the 35% mark, this chip will activate again. Chips like Impaired Defender, these are defense points when you get suppressed. As long as the suppression effect is active on the robot, it increases the power of the robot's defense system. So that only happens when you get suppressed. Say you're battling and a Nodens or a Blitz or a Nightingale hits you with suppression, you're going to get 15 defense points to raise your defense. Arctic Defender, same type of deal. That's if you're getting hit with a cryo weapon and cryo rime or glacier, a freezing type of weapon. In this case, when it reaches 50%, you get 10 defense points for 10 seconds. Cooldown time is 5 seconds. Lockdown, same deal. It is when you get locked down is when you receive your defense points. And as you can tell right here on the underneath the square, I'm looking at the Impaired Defender. Underneath the square you have your 7 defense points. That's what's going to give you your, that's where it's describing what you're going to get. Symbols, there's a lot of different symbols for a lot of different things, but in this case, that's what you're going to get. The other is these type of chips. These are a defensive type of chip, okay? So, say you like phase shift. When you come out of your phase shift after you've pressed the button and come out of the phase shift, you're going to repair 5% of your overall durability immediately. This happens if you have this chip on your drone. It's going to happen every time you come out of your phase shift. Every time you use your phase shift, you're going to get 5%. Okay? I prefer these types only because when you get surprised by, say, a Titan or a Scorpion, you get a big boost in your repair, your HP back. And again, these have a cooldown. In this case, it's 5 seconds. So that can be used on any type of bot. Say you have a T-Falcon or the Fenrir with the new Bernadette pilot, and you have 400,000 hit points. You lose 70,000, and you're going to get 10% of your repairable durability. So in that case, where your health bar and where the black and green area is, that's how much, that 10% of that part, not the gray area, not your entire durability. The others are, probably don't have them all here, but another one of my favorite is this. When you press, or if you use advanced repair unit and you repair yourself more than 40,000, then you get an extra 10,000 along with that repair. That's recurrent reconstructive repair. The crashing repair is, okay, so similar to the other one, but this one is 100,000. You're going to get 10%. These numbers are going to change, of course, according to the tier of the chip. But the principle is the same. Some of these will do a percentage, some will do an actual number. If you look here, at the end here, the tier 1 recurrent reconstructive repair will do 3% or 7,000. If you look on the left of the blue chip here, they're the same chip, but one does a percentage and one does an actual amount of HP. So you have choices as far as that. And again, say this one is a decent one. Say you receive 100,000, you automatically get that 20,000. Because I play like most of you, and I have a lot of tier 1 and tier 2 chips. So on this particular drone, I have this equipped. It's a tier 3, and I get 10% at 70,000. Don't know what the tier 4 is, haven't looked yet, but that's what I prefer to use. This is the same style chip as I was describing before, except it's 5,000, not 10%, or what would be, I believe, 5% or so. Okay. The triangular chips. Some people like to use chips like this. Okay, now this instance, if you're locked down, you're going to get 10,000, 10% additional damage for the duration of your time being locked down. Sometimes this is good, like when a scorpion comes up on you, or a blitz or something. But if somebody's long distance, like a hawk, or somebody using a chip that has lockdown or something, or they're using the energy shotguns, this can be ineffective for you. Same goes with a chip like this. If you're suppressed, you're gonna get 5% additional damage. In my eyes, the way I see it, I don't see this as a very effective chip, therefore I don't use them. You're gonna get locked down, or suppressed, or frozen. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. For you guys that like running last stand, this could be a good one because it gives you those seconds. If you have your last stand module upgraded, you get more time on it and more HP, but that's only for the time that your last stand is active. So you may not like this type of chip. I don't use it myself. Again, I like a chip like this where when I press my active module, whether it's jump, quantum radar, advanced repair, death mark, I'm getting that 5% extra damage. It lasts for 7 seconds in the case of this chip, the tier 2. The tier 3 version of that same chip is the same amount of time, but you get 10%. This chip used to have 12%, which was nice, but they nerfed it, as you all may know. Hopefully this helps everybody out. It gives you an idea. I'll do more on the videos soon, but it gives you ideas and ways to use your drone. On a shooting drone, I like stuff like defense mitigation and control resistance, because these chips here were nerfed so much that you almost need to have a tier 3 or tier 4 to even be remotely suppressing a bot or freezing or locking down a bot. So hopefully that helps. Some of these are some of the ones I like to use. Sometimes it may just be because I have it. Like in this case, it's a spare drone. These are my main drones from when I'm battling. As far as defense, I like Revitalizing Defender. You get 10 defense points when you use your repair or advanced repair. So that's about that, and that's how they work. I'll do an update again further, give you a little bit more, but that's how they work. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Dislike, whatever you choose to do. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.